From Hollywood, bringing you the best in entertainment, you are now riding shotgun on MAZZTv.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. Halle Berry. Yeah, that's her. So, I want to look at the stars, but actually the stars are not right there on the cement. They are the people, the beautiful people of Hollywood Boulevard, everybody. What's up? Hello. So I usually take a walk by myself or with one of my girlfriends, but one good idea is to have self-defense tactics just in case somebody tries to take, that $3 out of my purse and may go, not very much, but it's a good idea to know how to protect myself. So we had a visit with my friend Vincent Lopez of LIKOS SCS. Let's see what he had to say. Check it out. There's always an expert in town that knows just how to help me stay safe wherever I go. So MAZZTv decided to go on a quick hike up to Lake Hollywood on a gorgeous afternoon. This friend of ours is Vincent Lopez, owner-operator of LIKOS SCS. Let's hear what his company is all about and what we'll be going over with him today. What do we got planned?
We're going to do a little bit of self-defense, and we're going to primarily focus it towards females because obviously we're working with you, and we're going to teach people how to potentially do some moves that will save their life one day.
Right. Okay, so we're in a perfect location because I usually come hiking as well. Women typically come hiking with their dogs or whatever, and so they may potentially run into somebody that might want to attack them, and usually they could have a weapon, correct?
Yeah. A lot of times, a lot of attackers have a weapon, sometimes not even to use it, just as a force of intimidation.
Right.
And just displaying that will get compliance from whoever they're trying to attack.
Absolutely, and one thing that I want to point out is this also happens in domestic situations as well, which could unfortunately turn out deadly. So that's what I want to focus on today as well. So are we going to learn a couple moves, or did you want to explain a few things before we start?
Yeah, I'd like to explain a couple of things. I'd like everyone to remember that there's no perfect scenario and there's no one technique that you can use in all self-defense scenarios. And a lot of things, you'll hear a lot of these words, violence of action, staying alert and aware. All these things are encompassed in that, and I don't think we need to go over all that stuff because most people that are into self-defense already have that mentality,
right.
And we can write books on that. So what we want to do today is just show you a couple techniques.
Now came the time to get started, and there was no better person to come help out than the highly skilled mixed martial arts trainer, Frank Culture. The guys began the workshop with 4 separate scenarios. One I'll be experimenting at the end of the training session. Last, the LIKOS instructor incorporated a weapon.
For training, to over-exaggerate the moves and for people to learn the techniques, it's great because it's not small where people are going to have a lot of trouble maneuvering around the blade. But traditionally, as you get more advanced, you want to use a lot smaller knife because in reality, the smaller knife could be a lot more dangerous because it can be concealed. It can cut you a lot more because there's not as much leverage when you block here. It's a lot easier to maneuver around.
Let's see what techniques can be taught to possibly disarm an attacker.
A lot of people don't believe in doing the disarms and stuff like that. So when I talk about knife training, the strike is essential because you got to earn the move, okay? And a lot of times you want to just isolate the knife. So if he comes and does a thrust, okay, and I block here, I'm going to earn the strike. I got to earn the strike, okay? Because if not, he's just going to keep trying to thrust that, and I'm going to be in this motion here where I'm just trying to control the knife. Now if I throw the strike first here or here, okay, it's going to allow me the time to do the scoop, okay, and then disarm them, okay. So a lot of people don't like to do the disarm, or they don't think that these techniques work, but they fail to realize that there's stuff you got to earn every move that you want to do.
Now that we had an idea of what to expect and gained some knowledge, it was my turn to experiment with a real-life scenario.
A lot to self-defense is deception. You want to deceive your attacker.
Right.
It's a mental game as well as a physical game.
Let's see how I did.
You want to deceive me and thinking that you're going to comply, so I lower my level of aggressiveness.
Okay.
That gives you a split second, even if it's just a split second, to figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
Now remember that the weakest part of my grip is right here where my fingers meet, and then you go ahead and do the technique that we taught you. Okay, see that? So now let's say I'm just walking up on you, you're doing that, and I say, hey, come here. Okay, there you go. Okay, see? It's literally that simple.
Ooh, let's check that out one more time.
So when I grab you, you want to look at the, there you go, that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
And the others? Not only do we learn special tactics, Alpha LIKOS founder pays close attention to detail.
Think about what you want to do next, okay? Think about each step, a problem and a solution, all right?
Okay,
When I grab you here, you're going to solve that problem. Now, what do you want to do? You got to earn the getaway, right? Strike, boom, okay? Yep. Boom.
And another point Vince made sure I knew was simply...
You got to earn it,
I know,
okay?
okay.
So remember, sweep your leg behind mine. No, this one.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Use your arm as a fulcrum. Okay. Just flatten it out, straighten it out. Now back. Now just push back. Yep.
Then there was that scenario in which I had to disarm a potential attacker. Something to think about, as these types of situations happen all over the globe. One can never be too safe, as obtaining these types of skills can help you escape and possibly save your life. Alpha LIKOS was created by a group of military, ex-military, law enforcement, martial artists, and combatives instructors to provide a variety of services that include combative and self-defense training.
I offer classes. That's part of what we do is teach self-defense instruction, and we do a lot of unarmed combatives and knife combatives, because what we believe at Alpha LIKOS is that to learn how to defend against a knife attack, you have to know what the knife attack is. So we teach knife combatives as integration to defense from the knife.
You can find Alpha LIKOS on the web.
You can go to alphalikos.com, or you can go to our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/alphalikos.
Oh, watch it, amigo. I'm dangerous now. You don't know me now. That was a great time, everybody. And if you want to find any more information, you could go to their website at alphalikos.com. Stick around, because up next we have a wonderful surprise. It is all the great fun that we had from last season. We'll be right back.
Up next on MAZZTv.